In order to be a professional crystal healer, you really have to be a badass. You have to be a badass because you need to know the properties of hundreds of crystals, how they interact in the human healing process with the human body. You need to know the human energy body, so not just the 7 chakras, but also subtle bodies, subtle channels, the subtle layers and fields of the aura, and how all of that interacts multidimensionally with crystals. And that's only one part of it, because there's another huge part, which is human beings. Human beings are complex. The human healing process is complex. And you also need to know how humans heal, both on a physical level, emotional level, mental level, spiritual level, how all of that can impact different levels of wellness in a person's system, in a person's body, even just how the body functions, but also how people tick. Our emotional healing process in and of itself is very deep. There's a lot of levels. There's the subconscious that you have to be able to get into, and that is what crystals do so brilliantly. Is even though it's easy for us to approach things in kind of a linear fashion, everything is multi-layers of ecosystems and interacting energy fields and exchanges at any one moment in time in reality. So before that kind of like blows your mind and is like, oh my gosh, this is much deeper than I thought, that is where my program comes in. We go beyond the basics. We get deep into all of that. And I can teach that and I can guide you through that because that's what I've done, and that's what I've been for the past 15 years. I have been a professional crystal healer. How I paid my rent. I was full-time in New York City. In my Pro Crystal Healer online certification course, I am essentially providing training for people who want to be crystal healing badasses. I guide you through this step by step, layer by layer, so that it's not overwhelming. Each week you're building on what you're learning. There are 3 modules. Each module is 2 months. 1 month is classwork and some at-home assignments. 1 month is independent study so that you can start to put what you've learned into practice, because I've learned 2 major things as a healer. One, confidence does not come from what you know. Confidence really truly comes from what you can do. So the more you do the work, the more experienced you become, and it's that experience that gives you real confidence. The other thing is, I have learned that healers learn best and most from their own healing process. Our lives are our school. So part of this program is very transformational and life-changing, because all while you're going through and learning things, you're also doing healing work on yourself, and you're growing and you're expanding and you're really stretching into and embodying more of your potential. This is a program that is open to beginners. It's open to people who just want to learn for their own personal needs and process. It's open to people who want to be professional crystal healers. And it's also open to people who are already professional healers but want to add this modality either to their services or combine it with modalities they're already doing, like Reiki. Perfect example. So for those of you who are interested in learning more about this program, I strongly encourage you to hit the link either in my description or in my profile, the link on my profile. Check it out, consider registering. email me with your questions or DM me with your questions, because the registration deadline for this year's Pro Crystal Healer online certification course is coming up middle of September. I only teach this once a year because I'm so intensely focused and invested in this program, in the people who are training with me. Because let me tell you something, it's win, win, win. When you come out of this program and you are working at an advanced level already, you're in this incredible position to help other people, and the world needs it, and we know it. So if you want to be a badass pro crystal healer and really get deep into the work, check out my program.